Good morning, students. Today we will discuss problems on cost sheet. As of now, we do discussed about all the concept of cost, elements of cost, classifications of cost and all. Now we do try to know about how a cost sheet is prepared with the help of some illustrations and exercises. After completion of this session, you will able to solve the cost sheet of a company. In that respect, I do share the another screen, that is, it may help to know about that, what exactly. Can you able to see the screen now? Yeah. Here, problems on cost sheet. In cost sheet, a cost sheet or a cost statement is prepared to present a detailed cost of production during a period. It provides the detailed information regarding cost per unit at different stages for the completion of product, which may disclose the prime cost, work cost, cost of production, total cost or cost of sales, and then we do make a comparison in between the profit and total sales of a company. These are all some advantages. It indicates the breakup of the total cost by the elements on the basis of factory, on the basis of office, on the basis of selling and distribution overheads. Everything it has to be considered. Based on that only we are going to prepare a cost sheet. In that respect, while we preparing the cost sheet or a statement of cost, we need to understand some things. We need to understand what exactly the stock of a treatment of the some following items. In that respect, we have the first one, that is stock of raw material. While preparing the cost sheet, it is very necessary to determine the cost of materials consumed by a company. It need to consider the opening stock of raw material, and it need to add it with the purchase of raw material during the period, and it need to deduct it the closing stock of a raw material at the end, which has been given in the problem. We have a some pro forma of this total raw materials consumed in an organization. First, we need to consider opening stock of raw material, and we need to add a purchase of raw materials. For this, if a carriage inwards is given in the problem, that we need to add it to this purchase, and then scrap value we need to deduct in this total amount, and then after the scrap value only we need to less the closing stock of raw material. Then we are going to get a total amount of raw materials which were consumed in conversion of a raw material into the final good or a production. This is what about the important note we need to keep in mind while we are calculating the raw materials, total raw material consumed. Sorry. After that, we need to know about a stock of work in progress. Here, work in progress is refers to a semi-finished good on which some work has to be done, but which are not yet to complete at the end of the period. That we need to know. That is, after the calculation of prime cost, we need to add a factory overhead or manufacturing overhead, or we can say it as an factory overhead. In that respect, we need to add factory all the overheads. For that, we need to add a opening stock of work in progress in the company. For that, for that total amount, again we need to close less the closing stock of an work in progress. Then only we are going to get a factory cost or a works cost in the organization. This is how we need to know in regards to the work in progress, stock of the work in progress. After prime cost only, we need to, after prime cost is nothing but an all the direct material and direct labor is combination of direct material and direct labor is called as a prime cost. After getting the prime cost, we need to add factory overhead. To that factory overhead, again we need to add a opening stock or beginning of the work in progress. Then for that we need to less the closing stock of work in progress. After that only we are going to get a factory cost or works cost. Then we have the another, that is stock of finished goods. Here stock of finished goods is refers to a stock of products on which a factory work has been completely done. For that we need to, after cost of production, we need to add a finished big opening stock of finished good. For that total amount we need to less if closing stock of finished good, then only we are going to get cost of goods sold. After the office or administration overhead, we are going to get a cost of production. That cost of production need to be added with the opening stock of finished good and less or deduct the closing stock of finished good. Then we are going to get a cost of goods sold. This is the specimen of cost sheet where you can refer what exactly the specimen of this cost sheet need to be considered. In that respect, as I already told that here total cost, cost per unit, there are two column, amount column you need to make use. If you want to use that one inner column also you can draw out. Here the value of raw materials consumed, in that respect total raw materials, direct raw materials we can say it as direct labor, direct expenses. These items will concluded as prime cost. For this we need to add factory overheads or works overhead. After that we are going to get a works or factory cost. After getting the work cost or factory cost, we need to add office or administrative overhead. After adding the administrative or office overhead, we are going to get cost of production. For that cost of production, we need to add selling and distribution overhead. After adding a selling and distribution overhead to this cost of production, we are going to get a total cost or cost of sales. This total cost or cost of sales, if in the problem he has given the total sales, the difference amount between the total cost and the sales, the difference amount is called as a difference amount is called as a profit or net profit or net loss. These are all some examples of factory overhead includes and administrative overheads includes. I do share this information with your WhatsApp number. These are all some important factory overheads like indirect material, loose tools, indirect wages, rent rates, lighting, heating, power, fuel, repair, maintenance, all the expenses which may come under, all the indirect expenses which are come under the factory. And the administrative overhead, like these are all the indirect expenses which will come under the office work. Then we have selling and distribution overheads. Again, it has got, there are so many examples like this. Items here, these are all the some important expenses we need to consider. Here I gave you one illustration. You try to classify here, classify the following into factory overhead, office overhead, and selling and distribution overhead. Here, first item is factory supervisory salary. Is it come under factory or office or selling? It is come under what? Factory. Then printing and stationery. Printing and stationery will come under office or administrative. General expenses is also come under office or administrative. Consumable stores will come under factory. Market research will come under selling and distribution. Delivery van maintenance, it will come under selling and distribution. Traveling expenses, it do come under selling and distribution. Depreciation of furniture, it is come under factory overhead. Depreciation of furniture will come under office overhead. Okay. Then we have depreciation of plant and machinery is come under factory. Motive power is also, it is an expenses which we do which we consider this is in under factory overhead. These are all the some examples we need to Understand? This is, here is the simple problem where you need to ascertain the profit. It has given cost of production, opening stock, closing stock, selling and distribution overhead, and total sales. As I already told you that the opening stock, how much he has given? 5,000 units of rupees 2,25,000. For that we need to add cost of production 30,000 units, 15 lakh. Then we need to less the closing stock 8,000. After that we need to add selling and distribution overhead. Then we will get total cost. The sales he has given 20 lakhs. The difference between the total cost and the sales is considered as a profit here. Here is the another simple example. Here they have given production and sales of 4,000 units, particulars of expenses 4,000 units, material cost 12 per unit, direct labor, selling, and he has given like that. Here we need to know what is material cost. Sorry. With the help of this simple example, we try to add that the direct material cost is 48,000, cost per unit is 12, and then direct labor cost is 40,000, the prime cost is 88, overheads variable and variable proportion semi-variables are, this is the inner column where we need to know the what exactly the important variable he has given. Charges has 3,600 and the semi-variable is 960. Yeah, here. Like that we need to add all the expenses. Then we are going to get the balancing figure as a 40,000 of profit per unit 10. We are going to get. These are some important references. We do discuss and practice in the offline classes of this session. Again, you have a glance of this. This is how a cost sheet can be prepared. Okay. Have a nice day.